Hi again. It's been a while since my last video, and yeah, I've been through a lot in the last week, so I'll try to get you caught up now that I'm a little bit less, I don't know, what do you say, ripped up? I don't know. Anyway, here's what's been going on. Forgive me while I look at some notes that I don't forget things. So there have been a lot of feelings to process. I found out at my appointment on Monday that not only is my cancer back, but it has metastasized to my hip, which would explain why it's been painful to walk for the last couple of months. And that was pretty devastating because you don't want to Google that. So anyway, but then I went to the oncologist. I had an appointment on Wednesday, and he suggested starting treatment right away for the cancer, chemo, of course. I I struggle with that because I just had it 2 years ago, and the whole idea of getting a port put back in. I had one here. I took it out because I thought I'm not going there again, and now it's an issue again. So having a port put back in, losing my hair, all of it, eyebrows, eyelashes included. Um, I'm traveling to Augsburg every week for a whole day to get chemo with a taxi or with the tram because they don't allow you to drive when you're getting treatment. Finding somewhere for my dog to be during this time, and since I can't drive after the chemo, that means that she has to stay there until the next day. And since chemo starts so early in the morning, I have to get there. I have to leave early, so I have to take her somewhere the night before. So it's essentially she's gone for 2 days more, over the course of 3 days. And, I don't know. I think that oxytocin you get from dogs is pretty important. So, I don't want to farm her out too much. So, anyway, so those thoughts were going through my head. And the thoughts of, oh, I feel better actually after the oncologist appointment. It was looking kind of dark and grim Monday after I got the results. In addition, I saw a thyroid specialist who determined that this knot that I've had on my thyroid for a number of years, quite a few years, has grown to 3.5 centimeters. So he's got to take a better look at that, but he can't do it until I have next week. I have a bone scintigram, and it will have to wait until 6 weeks after the bone scintigram because of the contrast stuff that comes out. So what'll come out of that, we don't know, but apparently it's not cancerous. It's not related to the cancer, so there's that. And I don't know, as I said, it was kind of a whole bunch of feelings confronting this again. But at heart, I think I'm a cockeyed optimist. South Pacific, Nellie Forbush, look it up if you don't know the song. So I decided, well, let's just grab the bull by the horns and just do whatever I can to get my immune system pumped up and eat lots of cancer reducing foods. And I've of course been looking at all that stuff, so maybe I'll be one of those miracle cases. The oncologist says I have to also take some sort of, I don't have to, but he recommends getting a monthly, I don't know if it's an injection or an infusion or what it is, that builds bone, so the risk of breakage from the metastases isn't so great. So that's probably on the program. It's only got the little unfortunate side effect that in 1 to 2% of the cases, your jaw kind of dissolves. So I have to go to the dentist before that to make sure that my jaw isn't in too much danger of dissolving from this treatment. So anyway, I was at the oncologist, and since then I've had the thought, maybe, just maybe, I could go for the oral chemotherapy. That would at least eliminate the travel and the problems with the dog and that sort of thing. I don't know what my oncologist will say about that. I'd also be interested in any studies that I could, or clinical trials I could get involved in, because hey, science, it's good. But I also want to look into immunotherapy. I didn't ask about it, but my oncologist did mention it, and didn't seem too enthused to go in that direction, because he said there are all sorts of side effects, that unpleasant side effects on the organs and all that kind of thing. But if there is a trial, or if there is a place that is really up to speed on that, I'd be interested in trying that. So that is the update on my cancer and my thyroid. And I've also found that ibuprofen has been helping my hip. And maybe it's just my optimism, but perhaps also the anti-inflammatory diet and the anti-cancer diet stuff that I've been doing. Of course, I've been all over the place looking for information, and hoping to be one of the cases that is kind of, my body will perform a miracle, because generally I'm very healthy. I rarely get ill. So aside from this little cancer thing, I'm pretty well off. So, and I've also given thought to, why am I doing this video stuff? And I think I came up with the answer that historically I've been, I don't want to say hesitant, but that's the best word I can come up with right now, to do things solely for myself, to just focus on myself. I don't know, somehow I must have learned that that's not good. I don't know. Anyway, so I thought, if I can help other people during this journey, this is good, and in the process help myself. So another reason I'm doing the video is, I think a lot better when I'm perhaps writing, but writing won't have the outreach, I think, as videos, as much as videos would. So I'm just expressing my thoughts in a video and trying to get it out there that despite the lemons that life kind of throws at you, and sometimes I've gotten hit squarely in the face with lemons, but I'm still here, and I am of the opinion that staying positive and laughing a lot is good medicine. I'm also very, very, very fortunate to have wonderful friends and family, very supportive, and as an extra fortunate thing is that a dear friend of mine lives right here in town, and she takes me to all my appointments and listens to what they have to say, because when my brain shuts off because I think warning, overload, she gets it all, and then we have four ears to take in all the stuff that comes rushing at you when you get a diagnosis like this. And for the second time, even though you think you know what's going on, there's always new information. So thank you to my bestie. You know who you are. Yeah, that's my update for now. stay tuned. Wednesday, that's in a few days, is my bone scintigraphy, and I hope that the bone cancer is confined to my hip and it's treatable for the extent that it's treatable. So thanks for joining me. Stay positive and stay tuned for the next one. Ciao. And a little PS, forgive my hair. It's been raining a lot lately, so I just keep getting rained on. Plus, what's the point in getting it cut if it's all going to fall out anyway pretty soon? Who knows? We shall see. We don't know what the future holds, so we'll just kind of take it step by step, moment by moment. Okay, have a great one. Bye.